Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite books that feature LGBT plus characters. I have always wanted to do this video. I'm a strong supporter of these books. I think it's very important that these type of characters are featured in young adult books. I think it is ever growing and we're getting more and more with main characters being from LGBT and all types of things like that. It's just fantastic to me, and honestly, it has been more of a recent thing that I've finally been reading a lot more of these. It has been hard in the past to find these type of books, but more and more is coming out, and really I am only talking about the ones that are my favorites. I do have other books that I've read that have these characters. They just didn't end up being a favorite, and I really truly think I need to read even more LGBT plus books. I really want those in my life, so please make sure to give me all of your recommendations down below. These books are so important, and I truly believe that everyone needs to be able to find themselves in what they read. It's just a way to feel like you can relate, you know? And I just feel like I haven't read enough of these books, so please give me your recommendations. I'm always on the look for these things, but typically LGBT plus books are in contemporaries, and I am a fantasy person. I love fantasy, and I really want more LGBT plus fantasies. Like, those are my favorite books ever, and I really want to be a person that writes one of those. My fantasy book right now, I'm trying to make as diverse as possible, so I hope that one day that you guys can read it and you can enjoy it. So I'm just blabbering because I don't really know how to be eloquent with the way I'm talking. So let's just go ahead and get into some of my favorite books with LGBT plus characters. The first book that I'm mentioning, I just recently read, and it's not like an all-time favorite book, but I felt like I could not make this video without mentioning it, and that is The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. I did only give this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars, but I still have a ton of pink tabs, and if you don't know what this book is about, it's basically a part of the Mortal Instruments world, the Shadowhunter world. If you know of Cassandra Clare, she has several series with Shadowhunters, and they all kind of interconnect, and this is a new trilogy, I believe, called The Eldest Curses. And this book follows Magnus and Alec, which is two of our main characters in the Mortal Instruments series, and this follows them during the 4th book of that series, City of Fallen Angels, when they go on their first vacation trip together to Europe. And this is at the beginning stages of their relationship. It is a gay romance, and I love it so much. Magnus and Alec has been one of the most important romances in a young adult series, in my opinion. They are so beautiful together, and even if you don't like Alec, you have to appreciate Malik. They are perfect together, and they've really helped so many people, and I just love that Cassandra Clare is expanding even more about their relationship. I've loved seeing it flourish over the years in the books. I do think this is probably my first gay romance that I was exposed to in young adult books. I started reading these in middle school, and they just really have stuck with me, so they're very important to me, and I just couldn't make this video without talking about how amazing they are. And the whole basis of the Shadowhunter Chronicles is half angel, half humans who fight demons to protect the human world. It's something that's a lot, you know, there's several series to explain this. This book is just Magnus and Alec on their first vacation. They do get into a bit of trouble, as Shadowhunters and just anybody in this world does, but we have the amazing relationship between them, and I can't get enough of it. Even if the plot for this book didn't really do it for me, that's the only reason why this was kind of rated on a lower end than I expected. It's just because the only thing I really cared about was their relationship, and I do like an interesting plot as well, so that's the only reason why it wasn't a 5 out of 5 stars. But really, their relationship in this book is so super important. I think everybody needs to read Magnus and Alec. The next favorite book is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read this recently as well, and this book features a main character who is a bisexual icon. Let's be real, she is a queen. Evelyn Hugo, the bisexual icon of what, the 80s? When was she like popping? I don't even know because I don't keep up with days like that. But it's really about this woman named Evelyn Hugo who is kind of like a Marilyn Monroe sort of person, where she was just this mysterious like young woman actress, and everybody kind of wanted a piece of her. Everybody was obsessed with her, and she's had 7 husbands, and she's actually old and elderly in this book. And we have this journalist who Evelyn recruits to interview her and write a whole biography about her. And basically a lot of this book is flashbacks of Evelyn's life and her 7 husbands, but she also has an LGBT plus relationship in this book. So I have to mention that, because this video, she does have that in this, and it really was just something that I thought was fantastic and made you think a lot, because dang, I don't want to spoil the book, but it just made you think a lot because it did do a perspective on what it was like for people who were closeted back in the earlier days. When was this set? Like, when was she alive? She came to fame in the 1950s, and that's just kind of like way back when. It really put her perspective that I never really learned about, how like coming out during those times, especially under the public eye. I don't really know much about that, and I don't think I was ever really exposed to how people with different sexualities other than just straight, were during the earlier days. I never thought about that, and it really put that into perspective, and it's just scary. It just breaks my heart that so many people have gone through that, and this book is good for many reasons, but I had to mention it because Evelyn Hugo is a bisexual icon, and we love her for it. The next book is another Cassandra Clare book, a chunker as well. It is Queen of Air and Darkness. This is just a random book that I grabbed. Throughout her books, she has lots of diverse characters and relationships. She has this one in particular, a female-female romance, which is Helen and Aline. I love them so much, and we did get a little bit of their backstory of meeting each other in the Red Scrolls of Magic, which was highly enjoyable as well because I just really love them, and we don't even get that much from them. They're just here, and I want to know every bit about their relationship ever because they're so cute. And we also have Mark and Kieran, which I know people that haven't read these books are like, who the frick are these people? But I'm just talking about like why I love it, okay? Mark and Kieran and Christina, which is a polyamorous relationship, but Mark and Kieran and Christina are really like, whoa, they are so hot together, and I will forever not be okay because I just love them so much. Cassandra Clare is really the queen of having like urban fantasy and just giving us characters who we wouldn't typically see in a fantasy. We have a transgendered character, we have a character with autism, we have all types of people that we just really truly don't get as we should in fantasy books. And that's why Cassandra Clare is so great to me, because she does give us that. She gives us the different characters. She gives us all the different relationships, and it just makes me so happy. So I just had to mention the Dark Artifices because Helen, Aline, and like Mark, Kieran, and Christina, like I just love it, okay? And still, I can't really tell you the plot of this book as well because it's just Shadowhunters, dude. Like there's so much going on. I can't explain it. The next book doesn't have as much of it in there. There is one gay character, but it is on the come up by Angie Thomas. She did write The Hate U Give, which I loved so much, but it didn't have any like gay characters or anybody in there, at least from my memory. But in this book, Bree, which is the main character, she has a best friend. Dang it, I forgot his name. Oh no! His name is Sunny, and I just love that little dude so much, and I'm about to leave, so oh my gosh, I'm running out of time to film this video, dang it. He is a great little bean, and I love him so much. Even though he's not the focus of the book, I still have to mention it. This book is about Bree, a teen rapper, but we're just gonna shout out Sunny, because I love Sunny so much. He's the best little best friend, so, and he's, yeah. The next book I have is Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. This book is quite important. I love this book so much, and the plot itself is really heavy and everything, but I'm just going to mention why I love it for the LGBT representation. The main character is Mara, who is bisexual, I believe, from my memory, and there's also a non-binary character, and I forgot their name because it's been a while, but this book is really heavy-hitting, and I really need to explore more of Ashley Herring Blake because she apparently in every book tackles LGBT plus characters, and I really need more of that in my life. I love it so much, and this book is really heavy because it deals with rape, let's be real. So that's a big trigger warning. That is huge, but just I loved the representation that we got in this book. The next two books are by the same author. We have Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli and What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. Adam Silvera is in there too, but it's okay. These both have the cutest gay relationships. It's just, it kills me. Like, I love these books so much, and Brittany is gonna very much agree. There's really not that much to say other than that these are the cutest things ever, and they mean so much to me. But the thing is, I need more female-female relationships. Like, please give me recommendations, because all the really cute ones I found is for boy-boy, and I just need more, you know? And this is about Arthur and Ben, who meet at a post office, and they don't get each other's names, but they find each other eventually, and then have failed first dates. This is about Simon, who has a blackmailing problem, and he emails this really cute boy, so... Sorry, I'm rushing this video because I'm about to leave. My boyfriend's picking me up to see Avengers Endgame, and I'm literally in the middle of this video, so I gotta finish, and I'm sorry, this video is terrible. The final book that I have to mention is another Cassandra Clare book, because she is queen, she does it so well, and basically it's just the Mortal Instruments series. This is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I haven't read these in forever, so like I don't remember specifically where Alec and Magnus, like, literally this is all about Alec and Magnus in this video. They are all I care about. Like, they're just the sweetest, cutest little people in the whole wide world, and yes, I love these so much, but please give me more recommendations because I am definitely in need of them. My big problem is how most of them seem to be contemporaries. I have read some fantasy books with LGBT plus relationships recently, but I didn't like fall in love with them. And one that I could mention is Girls of Paper and Fire. Like, I liked it, but not enough to mention it. Though I still really appreciated the female-female romance in that book because it is a fantasy book with a female-female romance. I gotta appreciate it because it's just not something that happens enough. And I really need more of that. So please, please let me know if you have some more. These are just some of my personal favorites and the ones that I have meant a lot to me, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some because when do I not forget something in a video, you know? But I have to go. Sorry that this is so rushed. I might refilm it later because I suck, you know? Like this video, comment down below, have a good day, please subscribe, make sure to follow all my social medias which are linked down below, and go click the bell button which is right by the subscribe button which you should have already clicked, and goodbye.